This is for my people trying to land a 9 to 5. You ever had this question?
So what are your weaknesses?
Instead of saying, I'm absolutely perfect, I have no weaknesses, say, well, I do have one weakness. I sometimes get frustrated when I see others not performing at a high standard. Since I set myself high standards, I expect others to do the same. But I've learned to just focus on myself and to continue to perform at a high standard. I've recently been trying to turn this weakness into a positive by helping others in the working environment to improve that are struggling. So if I notice a team member struggling, I'll offer to help them. And I feel like this can be a positive impact on the organization as a whole.
Okay, that's not bad. So I'll say what you shouldn't say, what they don't want you to say, which are the worst answers. One is to say, I don't have any weaknesses. It's terrible answer. Terrible answer. Terrible answer. To say that you don't have any weaknesses. It shows that you're not self-aware, right? You're not accountable, right? You're not actively improving, right? Everyone has a weakness. Now, the question is, do they truly want to know the truth? Do they truly want to know that you can't get to work on time? Do they truly want to know that you don't work well in teams? Do they truly want to know that you just want to come to work and go home? No relationship, no interaction with your other teammates, other members of the organization. Do they really want to know the truth? The answer is no. That's not what they want to hear. They don't want to hear that you don't have weaknesses. They don't want to hear that you're a perfectionist. Some people go back and they say, oh, I'm a perfectionist. And I don't want to hear that. Like, oh my goodness, who wants to work with a perfectionist? Now, we do want someone that understands the fine details of a project. We do want to work with someone that wants to get it right the first time. But a perfectionist, to say that you're a perfectionist, nah, that's not something that we want to hear from a person, particularly in an interview, that you're a perfectionist, right? They don't want to hear that you have time management issues, particularly when you start looking at a role or a project that you're trying to finish, that you have time management issues. Don't want to hear that. And they don't want to hear about different personality traits, right? They don't want to hear when you say, oh, I care too much. Sometimes I care too much about the project. So sometimes I care too much about the organization. Again, they don't want to hear that. Don't go in saying those things. Don't go in saying too much. Just kind of be a little generic and say, hey, listen, I really work hard. I take on a lot of different projects. I'm continuing to work on some of those things, and that'll work. But don't go in there saying that you don't have weaknesses. Come on, guys, don't do that. Don't go in there saying that you're a perfectionist. Let's stop it. Right? Don't go in there saying that you got time management issues, that you don't show up to work on time, you don't work well with team members. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for a person that understands that they're self-aware, that they hold themselves accountable, and they're actively improving themselves day in, day out. That's what they're looking for when they ask that question. Forget that I don't have any. You're not perfect. Stop. All right. Thanks a bunch. Have a good one.